In a world that tells us to share everything, what if the most powerful thing you could do is share almost nothing? Today, we're going to talk about why privacy is your new superpower, especially now, in the age of AI. Just let that sink in for a second. Every post, every story, every like, you think you're building your brand, right? Writing your own story. But what if you're actually just handing the pen over to someone else? Let's get into it. You know how it goes. We've all been there. It starts with something great, something you're so excited about, you just have to share it. And man, does it feel good, right? The likes just pour in, everyone's congratulating you in the comments, and that little hit of validation, it's pretty addictive. You feel seen, you feel supported. So naturally, it becomes a habit. You start sharing the whole process, your goals, the daily grind. It becomes part of who you are online, a way to, connect with people and keep yourself motivated. But then, the vibe kind of shifts. You share a moment when you're struggling, when you're feeling vulnerable. You're looking for that same support, but something just feels off. Suddenly, you just feel kind of exposed. All those constant updates start to feel draining. You start wondering who's really watching and what they're thinking. And that joy you first had, it's gone. Now it just feels like you're being monitored all the time. So here's where we get to the heart of it. This isn't just about your feelings getting hurt online. This is about a fundamental shift in power. And what's really at stake here is so much bigger than you think. This quote from Carissa Valise just flips the whole script. See, privacy isn't about hiding things. It's about having control. Every time you give away a piece of your data, you are literally handing over power to tech companies, to advertisers, to anyone who wants it. And here's the crazy part. Here's how it actually works. Every single thing you do online feeds these massive data-hungry AI systems. They're not just storing your photos. They are learning from you. They're learning to predict what you'll do next, what you'll buy next, maybe even how you'll vote. And that predictive power, that's a product they sell to the highest bidder. Okay, so let's pull back the curtain and look at 4 uncomfortable truths about how this all plays out. Because once you understand the game, you can start to change the rules for yourself. First up, AI is an absolutely ravenous data machine. Those prompts you type into a chatbot, the documents you upload, even what you think are private conversations with an AI assistant, it can all get stored and used to train their models. And you usually have no idea what for. Number 2, your data can be, and often is, weaponized. I mean, it only takes about 20 photos from your social media for someone to create a realistic deepfake video of you. Think about that. That could be used for blackmail or to steal your identity. All that data put together makes you a super easy target for phishing attacks. Third, you know when companies say your data is anonymized? Yeah, that's pretty much an illusion. One study found that they can identify almost any American with just 15 little demographic details. With AI, it's easier than ever to piece your identity back together from all those scattered bits of information. And finally, number 4, you are slowly giving away your autonomy. This constant surveillance creates what's called a chilling effect. We start to second-guess ourselves, right? We hesitate before searching for a sensitive health question or liking a certain political post. And that slow erosion of our freedom to choose, to be curious, well, that's the very foundation of a democracy. Okay, I know, that was all pretty heavy, but here's the good news. You are not powerless in this. Not at all. There are real, concrete steps you can take to reclaim your privacy, and you can start doing them right now. Let's break it down. It's simple. First, treat any public AI like you're speaking on a stage in a public park. Don't share anything sensitive. Second, actually go into your app settings and opt out of data sharing and model training wherever you can. Third, make it a habit to delete your chat and search histories. And 4, the big one. Before you post anything, just stop and ask yourself, am I really okay with this being out there forever?
So what does this all boil down to? What's your next move? It's really about shifting your entire mindset about sharing.
This right here, this is your new mantra. Instead of broadcasting your goals, go achieve them. Instead of documenting every single step of your journey, let your success speak for itself. Look, this isn't about being sneaky or secretive. It's about being strategic. It's about you owning your own story and your own power. So I'll leave you with this question. What's one thing you'll stop sharing starting today? Really think about it, because the small choices you make about your own privacy today, they are going to define the amount of freedom you have tomorrow.